Hi, it's Mark here again. I think what's frustrating me most recently, obviously we did have a good result against Brighton last week, but it's the fact that in the past we used to start games, we used to hit teams early on, and we used to pose real threat from minute one. Okay, yeah, we were culpable for conceding quite a few early goals as well by getting caught, but at least we made it difficult for teams. We didn't show them too much respect. And nowadays it seems, even in the Brighton game, for the first half an hour we were outplayed for the first half an hour by ultimately one of our relegation rivals. In all the other 6-pointers that we've had recently, we've been outplayed regularly. And today we turned up in the last 15 minutes maybe. The game was gone realistically. And let's be honest, we're playing an Arsenal team who are 10th in the league, and they were missing a lot of their star players. No Aubameyang, no Lacazette, no Ozil. A lot of their first team players weren't playing, so this was a real chance for us to go at quite a poor Arsenal team, and we just gave them all the time in the world. Didn't press them like we did in the Boxing Day game, which led to a goal, funnily enough. And we just gave them far too much respect. Something, like I say, that we didn't used to do in the past from minute one. Gave them a 2-goal lead, and then, yeah, you're fighting an uphill battle from then on. I still don't like the fact that players are being played out of position. Got Lewis Cook starting on the wing, our most creative player being basically played out the game out wide. We got Jack Simpson, who is struggling to find his feet. I mean, he is... I don't want to say he's young anymore because he's not that young, but he's inexperienced because he's not getting the game time, and then he's thrown in at left back when he's a centre back. When, okay, depending on what your opinion on Frano is, but I'd rather have Frano at right back and Smith at left back for that experience and that know-how. Like I say, against a fairly inexperienced Arsenal side, it was just back to that slow style of play. Very unthreatening, nothing going forward for the first, like I say, 75 minutes. And I think it just shows that we need people like Josh King and David Brooks back, because without them, we do not have a lot going forward. Harry Wilson scores goals, but he doesn't offer a lot else. Fraser's work rate's there, but I think last season was, I don't want to say a fluke, but it was, it wasn't, I don't think, representative of what his performances have been this season. And what I don't understand why we didn't play Surridge tonight from minute one. I mean, in terms of his first half of the season, he would have far more confidence than Solanke and Wilson. I would have thought at the moment, because he scored goals this season, and he proved that when he came on. He took his goal really well. I'd have put good money on the fact Solanke and Wilson wouldn't have taken that goal. Not as casually as Surridge took it. So I want to see Surridge get a start, give him a chance. It can't get much worse in front of goal for us than it has been over the past few weeks. But yeah, I don't. Obviously, the FA Cup wasn't our goal this season. It wasn't something that I'll lose any sleep over by being out of, but the performance is more worrying than the result in itself. I think it's good that we ended the game well. Whether that will come forward into the Villa game, I don't know. I hope so. But yeah, it worries me going forward for the league if we don't start games better than we have, because often we've lost the game by the time we start playing. Obviously against Brighton we were lucky we weren't behind after half an hour, and Ramsdale kept us in that. But in future, I think Villa, if people like Grealish get a chance, then we're going to be behind before we even get going, and whether we can get back into it or not, that'll be the question. But yeah, like I say, not devastated we're out of the cup, but slightly concerned with the performance. Again, it seems like we've gone backwards after quite an encouraging last hour against Brighton anyway. But yeah, fingers crossed we can put it right on Saturday.